Welcome back, dear future officers. If you are preparing for UPSC and feeling confused about the syllabus, this video is for you. Today, I will give you a complete breakdown of UPSC syllabus in simple language. Let's decode the IAS exam structure and know what exactly to study. And so, let's begin. So in UPSC CSE examination, there are two stages. First one is prelims, second one is mains, and third one is interview. In prelims, you have to give objective type of questions. In mains, you have to deal with written exam, essays, or descriptive papers. And in third stage, you have to give interview or personality test. So let's begin with prelims syllabus. In prelims there are two paper. First one is general studies and second one is CSET. So in prelims GS1, there are 100 questions of 200 marks, and topics of this subject is are current affairs of national and international importance, that is current affairs basically, history of India and Indian national movement. Third one is India and world geography, physical, social, and economic. Fourth one you have to do is Indian polity and governance, in which you have to cover constitution, political system, panchayati raj, etc. In fourth you have to cover economic and social development, that is sustainable development, poverty or inclusion, etc. In fifth you have to learn about environment, ecology, biodiversity and climate change. And last you have to cover general science. And in second paper of prelims, uh, there is CSET exam, that is GS2, which is of qualifying in nature, that which means you have to just qualify. You need 33% only to qualify this exam. So in this what topics are come: comprehension, interpersonal skills including communication, logical reasoning and analytical ability, decision making and problem solving ability, general mental ability, or basic numeracy up to class 10th level, or data interpretation, charts, graphs and tables. So here which subject you need to cover are just maths, that is quant, or reasoning or English general up to class 10th level. And third one we are talking about here is main syllabus. So let's talk about main syllabus. So in mains there are total 9 papers, uh, which I uh, which consist of 2 language papers which are also in qualifying in nature. Second one is 1 essay paper, 4 general studies paper and 2 optional papers. Qualifying paper only need 25% to pass. Paper A will be of Indian language, any from the 8th schedule of our Indian constitution. So any of the language which is from 8th schedule, you can write a paper in that language. And paper B will be in English. So these two papers will be just qualifying in nature. Second paper is of essay paper. So write 2 essays from given topics are usually philosophical or current based. So this paper is essay paper. Now come to general studies paper. So general studies paper 1, that is GS paper 1, consists of Indian heritage, culture, history and geography. Indian culture consists of art, literature and architecture. Modern Indian history consists of freedom struggle and reformers, etc. Post independence history also come in this paper, and also world history. So basically this paper consists of Indian heritage, culture, history and geography. This is what. Or in geography, in this paper you need to learn about physical, human geography and geophysical phenomena. Okay, so now let's come to GS paper 2, polity, governance and IR means international relations. So in this paper you have to learn about Indian constitution, governance, policy, polity, government policies and interventions, welfare schemes, social justice. What are the role of NGOs, SHGs, pressure groups, international relations and organizations. So this paper totally deal with polity, governance and international relations. Now let's come to GS paper 3. It deals with economy, science and tech and environment. So in this syllabus of this paper is Indian economy, planning, inclusive growth, agriculture, food security, science and technology developments, environment and disaster management, internal security and cyber issues. So this is the syllabus of the GS paper 3. Now let's come to GS paper 4. it consists of ethics, integrity, and aptitude. So ethics and human interference will come in this syllabus. And now attitude, emotional intelligence, moral thinkers and philosophers, public service values, probity in governance, and case studies on ethical dilemma will comprise in GS paper 4 syllabus. Let's come to optional paper. So we can choose. Now let's come to optional subjects. So you have to choose one out of 48 options. So there are two papers in optional subjects, 250 marks each. So you have to read your optional subjects very carefully, as these subjects are very scoring. So what are the popular options? I will give you: PSIR, that is political science and international relations, sociology, geography, anthropology, history, philosophy, public administration, literature, Hindi, English, whatever. So these are some very popular optional subjects. Now choose based on your interest plus availability of material plus background, like in which subject you are doing your graduation, or in which subject you are interested, or of which subject materials are provided around you, as you have to get very depth knowledge of these subjects. So now let's come to fifth and last stage of this UPSC CSE examination, that is interview or personality test. So this is of 275 marks. You have to give panel test your awareness of. There's a panel which tests your awareness of current issues, ethical views, confidence in communication, leadership qualities, and decision making skills. So no fixed syllabus, but detailed application form is very important. There is no fixed syllabus of interview or personality test. Of course, why there is no specific syllabus? Because when you give a 9 paper of mains and 2 paper in already in prelims, everyone knows that you are very brilliant or intelligent, that why had passed those 11 papers. So in interview they only check your personality and your presence of mind, confidence, communication, leadership qualities, and all these things. So now final merit calculation. This is total marks out of 2025, in which means in final merit prelims marks will not uh, included. Only mains and interview marks will get included. In mains you have to score out of 1750, and in interview you have to score out of 275, which totally comprise 2025 marks. And from this your final merit calculation or cutoff comes. Prelims is only qualifying, not counted in the final ranking. So here is all about UPSC syllabus. Sorry for the disturbance that occurred in between the video, if any you find. Or all the best, dear future officers. If you found this video informative, kindly like, share, subscribe, and comment this channel. And also comment down what you like in this video and what you don't like, what changes you want in this video. Thank you so much.